Hi, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to episode 19 of Sibs Unfiltered. I am Frenny, Gen X, aka Ate.
I'm Caitlin. I'm the youngest sibling, the Gen Z sibling, your favorite sibling.
Oh, yes. And I am Sean-Claude, the millennial middle child of the group. And welcome to my AMA,
Woo.
a.k.a. Ask Me Anything.
Woo.
Now what?
Part 2 in the series.
Part 2 in the series
Two
of
of 3.
Sibs Unfiltered AMA, Ask Me Anything series. Yes.
Great. I thought the first one was really good.
You did.
Yeah. I thought it was very relatable. I think it was, I don't know. I just thought it was good.
So I was with my friends yesterday.
This is no longer about you.
And they have follow-up questions. Yeah,
Interesting.
they do.
Okay.
So they were like, okay, you said this, but we want to know more about this and this. So I think it's catching.
It's giving.
It's given.
Catching.
Lucky for them and for you, we have this episode, which actually has nothing to do with you, but instead we're gonna ask Guia questions. So not really lucky for them, but okay. Let's see where to start.
It's me.
First question. Ready?
Yes.
Are you nervous?
Nope.
That's not the question. But are you nervous?
Nope.
Are you scared?
Nope.
Are you gonna be honest?
Yeah, I'm pretty much an open book, so
Great.
my book is open.
Great. Why do you have a podcast?
Why do I have a podcast? I think we have a podcast. Well, I just thought it'd be a fun idea. I think the concept was fun. We always talk all the time anyway, so why not let everybody else share in our fun? I've been on a friend's podcast before, and I thought that was like a really nice experience. I had a lot of fun doing it, and I thought it would have been fun if all three of us did it. So that is my answer to that question.
Did you feel like you had to convince us to do it, or were you like, they're just gonna want to do it?
No, I don't think I had to convince you guys, because we talk all the time. So it's like, I don't know.
No, but when you thought to bring the idea to us, were you like, do you think I'm going to have to like convince Ate and Caitlin? Or were you like, I'm going to ask and I feel like they're going to be on board?
Nah, I felt like you guys would have been on board. And if not, I would have just done a podcast like wherever else or whatever.
About?
I don't know.
By yourself?
You
No,
say that like
like
he's not personable.
No, I wouldn't do a podcast by myself. I would do it with other people or one other person at least. But it just made more sense to do with you guys.
Because like no one's more fun than us.
Ooh, true. I guess that's the answer.
You're like holding cue cards behind him. Like, here's how to answer. Do you want to do the next
answer. No, go ahead.
one? Okay. Be honest. Do you ever pretend to be Nathan Scott when you play basketball?
Do I pretend to be Nathan Scott? So for reference, Nathan Scott is from One Tree Hill, basketball player, trying to make his way to the NBA. No, I don't pretend to be Nathan Scott.
But
You pretend to be who?
I actually, no, you know what? I'm trying to think. Like, some people when they play basketball, they'll like shoot a shot, whatever, and they'll be like Kobe or like Curry, whatever, right? Mm-hmm. They'll say whoever their favorite shooter is. I just play. I don't know. I don't really like try to emulate anybody or whatever. But nah, not really. I don't think so.
great.
I have a question.
Yes.
Follow up to that. When did you realize you started becoming a better ball player? Because I don't know if people know this about you, but you used to really stink.
Yeah. Well, I don't physically smell, but
So you think?
nah, I'm pretty sure there's people who smell way worse than me.
No word.
I think so. It was like more like after high school, like senior year of high school. That's when I was like, oh man, like there's some good people out there and I'm really bad. So I think like more so like beginning of college or like summer going into college, I was like, I want to get better. So I just practiced all that. Like I would just play. That was my practicing, right? Just getting experience through playing. So I would just play all the time. And then like when I was a college kid, like I didn't have a job or anything, on my free time, I would go to like LA Fitness and just work on shooting or whatever. But that also coincided with like me trying to lose weight and everything. So it was just something I like to do while trying to like achieve my fitness goals as well. But yeah, so more so not when I was young. It was like more so when I got older, because I also started basketball older. Like I didn't really start basketball till like 6th grade. So
old.
I remember.
well, most kids start like 1st grade, 2nd grade. You know, like they go in school, their school teams and stuff. But yeah, I started initially because like, all my friends in class were doing it. I was like, let me try it out. But yeah.
I remember. I used to go to Kuya CYO games.
I used to cheer for Kuya's basketball team.
Where, in high school or
No,
college?
in elementary school.
St. Nick's had like a little cheerleading club thing.
So you were the cheerleader?
Mm-hmm.
But I remember going to the games, St. Nick's games, because that's the CYO league you were in, right?
No, I was in Queen of Peace.
And then you used to play at PS schools,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mhm.
I remember that. So I remember used to going to those games.
Yeah, good times. I sucked. It's pretty bad, not gonna lie.
Runs in the family.
We should find some video from that.
I look like actual Lucas Scott in real life.
The real
'Cause
life.
he's
Lucas
so
Scott
bad.
cannot play
I know,
basketball.
he's so bad.
I know.
He's
No,
so bad.
Lucas
Like they couldn't
Scott
even get a body
can't.
double or something.
Chad Michael Murray
No,
can't.
Chad. You know, they should have at least like got somebody to fill in his body or something,
Yeah.
because
know.
it looks pretty
It
clunky
was
when
so
he plays.
cringe.
Oh my god, whenever I watch it, like if you pause at any given moment, it's like, that's not him.
It's like such a weird jump shot.
It's
so
like
cringe.
a redheaded black man or something.
Oh yeah, there was like
Is that
one.
true? Really? Would it be?
No, it's
Oh.
like it's
No,
like
there was
another
one scene
white guy.
where like
Was it at the
he-
park?
I don't know, but he did something athletic, and I was like, yeah, that's not his body type. That's also not how he moves when they show him shooting like one of the shots, and it's like a weird.
Like flick.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I couldn't. It was weird.
So safe to say you don't pretend to be Lucas Scott.
Oh, definitely not. I'll do. You know what? I will do I'll do the Nathan Scott no look thingy.
Yeah.
Or free throw, whatever. But that's like the only thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Interesting.
Am I gonna ask the next one?
Yeah, why not?
Let's see. What are your favorite artists, songs, albums? What?
I don't know. She's just choosing questions she wants to ask.
Wait, I have a question. Didn't we do the same thing with me? Didn't we go like?
We went in order, honestly.
Did you really
Yeah,
go in
we
order
did.
for me? Did you really? Oh,
well,
I
there
thought
is
we
no,
weren't.
there is no like.
It's literally just the way. So we put all the questions into like a notes app, and for my sister's AMA, we kind of just did, in order, but she just like skipped around.
I did skip because I didn't know that they did in order. I thought we were going skipping.
based
Okay.
on vibes.
Yeah, I thought we were going based on vibes. Okay.
No, it's fine. Go ahead. You can ask that question.
I almost choked.
I need to know the question again, actually.
Okay, you know what? Let's switch it up.
No. You already asked the question. We can't save it for later because whoever is listening
Okay.
is not gonna be like, wait, what about this question?
Okay, what are your favorite artists, songs, albums?
My favorite artists, songs, and albums.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My favorite artists. So I have a couple. I really like,
One.
but it said favorite artists, right?
It doesn't feel good, right? When we said something in the 20s and you said
The
One.
question was, what is one? This one is artists. It's grammar.
Okay.
So my favorite artist, 1975 is one of them.
So you like problematic people?
Sure. Billie Eilish and Phineas, really good like songwriters and producers. Daniel Caesar, I like a lot of his songs. I think like Sabrina Carpenter's up there right now because like her songs are really catchy and stuff. But like I would say for like more so longevity and like all time, like 1975, Daniel Caesar, Love. I really like the way he produces songs. And like Billie Eilish, Phineas. But yeah, I don't know what you said because I didn't hear it in your mic.
Oh, I said, oh, I like him too.
Oh, I thought you just made noises.
Oh, no.
I thought you were like, oh.
First songs though, I think She Used to Be Mine and Gravity by Sarah Bareilles is like really good story songs. And just really good songs in general. And then my favorite album, it might be one of like Billie Eilish's or like 1975 album. Like the 1975 has like a good like 2 albums that I can play on repeat, but I can't remember the names. I think it's like Notes on a Conditional Form or something. But they also have like a self-titled album, I think, as well. And then Billie Eilish's, all her albums are pretty good, so I think those can also be on repeat for me.
Did you give us songs?
I just gave you the 2 Sarah Bareilles songs.
Oh, yeah,
because like those will always be like my favorite.
Yeah.
But the 1975 has an unreleased song called 102 or 102 that I think is a really good, simple, like acoustic song.
Mm-hmm. I actually have a follow-up question since you said that your like your favorite songs and stuff. I feel like your personality and your things that you're into come off as a little bit, eccentric, I believe.
What do you mean?
And I think it can lead people to assumptions of your sexuality.
You
often.
mean metrosexual? Like his
Right.
sound, his taste in music?
Just in general, like your whole being is very metro.
What does that mean?
Like you're not very much like this masculine guy.
I'm
You're
pretty
very much in touch with your femininity.
That's what makes me masculine.
Right. That's what we can see for sure. Okay, great. But like you've very outwardly like told people that you were like very much straight.
Mm-hmm.
How did you feel like growing up knowing that like the assumption was I think he's a little gay?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I
Great.
think it was fine.
Good answer.
Did you
Steve.
feel that?
Thanks.
Did you feel that though? Did you feel that that's what people's thoughts were
Well, no,
about you?
Yeah. I
You
mean, well,
did?
like a lot of people would, or like I would hear, right?
Really?
Like somebody like, oh, I thought that kid was gay or something, right?
Really?
Or like I went to a high school reunion, right?
Mhm.
And like I used to be close with, a lot of different people. And then like I reunited with like these people I used to be close with, whatever. And they were like, oh yeah, like I thought you were gay in high school or something. But like that was like the common thing. But that's because I was always like friendly and stuff.
I guess
I
because
don't
the
know.
majority of your friend group also was like girls.
Not only
Yeah,
that,
I was always like friends with the girls.
you
I got along
grew
with
up
girls.
with all girls.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Do you know what I mean? You were surrounded by all girls, and that's why probably sometimes mannerisms or whatever like that. But you know what? I never thought you were gay.
Oh yeah, no, me neither.
Yeah.
Never. Like people would say it, I'm like, oh, really?
Well, I think also because like I'm
Yes.
not outwardly on the surface, right, or whatever.
Gay.
No, I'm not. But like I guess maybe I'm not like what you see on TV, kind of. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Or also my voice
I
isn't
also
super
think
like.
it's
"Ugh."
I think it's also mannerisms. Sometimes you'd go like this with your hands. It's like gestures, and that's why. And then obviously, your style.
You do dress like a wizard often.
And I think that's why people are like thrown off, right? But it was to a point where I never thought you were, and then people would be like, yeah, and I'd be like, oh my God, am I being blind to it? Is Sean gay and I just don't know? And I'm like, it's a safe space. You can let us know if you
And then
are
you didn't
gay.
you didn't like bring a girl home
Ever.
like ever. But obviously I knew about like girls that you've dated before, so I wasn't like, it's fine, whatever.
I never wanted to know, ever.
I know.
Don't tell me anything.
It's okay.
Unless it's someone you plan to bring home and introduce.
Yeah.
I do not want to know about anything.
That's
Yeah.
why you don't know anything.
Exactly.
I only asked that because I was talking to my friends today, and one of my friends was like, "You're telling me that one of his favorite movies is Les Mis, and he
Fire.
loves. What song did you sing at karaoke?
Oh, I dreamed a dream.
Yeah, I dreamed a dream.
So good.
And there's not a little bit of sugar in him.
Oh, I love musicals. That's the thing too. Like, I don't know if I mentioned it on the podcast before too. Like, I'll be warming up for basketball or something, or even if I'm working out.
Oh yeah.
And I'll be listening to musicals.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'll be like warming up, and somebody's like, "Oh, what you listening to?" Like in basketball, I'm like, "Oh, I'm listening to like Dear Evan Hansen," and then they'll laugh, and I'm like, "No, I'm being serious. Look," and I'll show them my phone. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think growing up, like, I wouldn't be outwardly open about it because obviously when you're younger, you're self-conscious, all that stuff. But now I'm like, yeah, I kind of don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know what my interests are and I know who I am. So, now I'm like open about it. Like, yeah, musicals.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's my
Like
stuff
you're
right there.
very comfortable within yourself and
It's an
very
S word, bro.
secure within yourself.
True.
Yesterday in karaoke, anytime there was a curse in a song, he'd like sing it and he'd go F word, S word.
Because yeah, there's a song called "Creep" by Radiohead.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a creep, right? So there's a part where it's like, "You're so effing special." So I'd be like, "You're so F word special." Gotta keep it PG for the kiddies, you know.
Who?
I don't know. You guys are all younger than me.
Oh God.
Whatever. Okay. You recently said on the pod that you're not as sure as you used to be about whether or not you want kids. What changed? Care to share more? I feel like a lot of young people are questioning this these days too. Is what the question says.
I think that was a lie.
Oh, great.
Not that it was a lie. Like, it was just you know how in certain phases of your life or like certain times of your life you kind of have like change in like your mindset and everything. Like, just because recently I've been very busy and I've been like occupying my time with like a lot of different things. And I still think it's just nice that I'm able to do that. And that's why I kind of said, like, I don't mind just being the cool uncle, whatever. But I've actually been thinking about it. I'm like, nah, I do want kids for sure.
I mind being
But
the
like,
cool uncle.
in this moment in time, like, I think I also said it then is because, like, oh, I thought I wanted to have kids early. Like, I would have been so good with it. But I think I was just also thinking, like, yeah, I wouldn't have been. And especially now, like, I've just really been occupying my time with a lot. And I'm single. Like, if I was a dad right now, like, I wouldn't be able to do whatever I'm doing.
Yes, of course. You always have to adjust.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But that's why at that moment, or like when I would say that, it's because like in this moment in time, like, it's great that I'm not right now. But yeah, I definitely do want kids eventually.
I think that's just the way it is. I think also with the generation now, and even millennial generation, your generation, they feel like everything has to be planned out and everything has to be a certain way. And when that way is done, then it's okay for me to have kids. What if now you can't? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, you think you have the control and the power and all that stuff. When it's supposed to happen, it's supposed to happen. And you can never plan for kids. Even when you're ready to plan for kids, you can never plan for kids, right? You are going to have a kid and you're just going to adjust. So your 5 times a week basketball and your flag football, that's just not going to happen.
No,
right?
I know.
Athlete, Sean.
No,
you know?
I think also now I'm kind of just like ready for whatever, right? So just in general with life. So if like something happens, I think before I used to be like worried, like, oh, what if this happens? I have to plan for this. I have to have a backup for this, this and this, right?
Yep.
But now more so I'm just like, if life throws something at me, then yeah, I'll handle it when it throws it at me, or I'll be able to take it on, whatever it is.
Because worry is what causes anxiety, right? Because we're not being in the present moment and we're constantly thinking of the future, and worry and anxiousness comes with that. But yeah, I feel like you'll adjust. Everyone will adjust, right? The question is this: is the person willing to adjust? That's what you ask yourself. Now, if you're willing not to adjust, then maybe now is not the time for you. But if it's like, yeah, I'm willing to not play basketball 5 times a week, I'm willing to not do whatever else, then yeah. Why
Yeah,
not?
I'm willing to adjust.
Yeah.
Yes.
Am I asking the next one?
Yes.
Whichever you want to ask. It's up to you.
When did you start to experiment with your style?
Oh, dang. I mean, in general, probably like once I finished high school or like in high school, but it was still pretty bad because in high school was when I first started getting into the world of sneakers or like really looking. Like my first Jordans I ever got was from Ate. Like I got the Fire Red 3s for, I don't know if it was 8th grade or freshman year, but that was when I first like really looked at it. But then I didn't start buying my own stuff till like college, like beginning of college, because I got a job. I was able to like, you know, use my own money, whatever. But my style really started evolving once I got to J. Crew in like, I think that was 2016, something like that. It was like around that year, like 2016, 2015. Because I'm, you know, I was experiencing a lot of a different kind of like fashion world, and like also being in Soho, you see like a lot of different inspiration from different people that come in. But yeah, I would say like it started more so like as I became an adult, like in college or something.
You've had so many fashion eras, like your foam posite era.
Yes. That was pretty bad.
That was really bad when you wore your pink foam posits to my confirmation.
Yeah, that was pretty bad, not gonna lie.
You had your I'm only ever wearing suits era.
That was great.
When you said, this is casual. We're going to the park in like a 3-piece suit.
It was jeans, a tee, and a suit jacket. And
At
then, like,
the park to play handball.
No, I didn't. We didn't go to play handball. That I obviously wore like athletic stuff. She's exaggerating it, but you know.
And then what other era? You have your wizard era that you're kind of currently in, but you've had like a lot of eras basically. What is your favorite or has been your favorite?
Well, I think in like my favorite's been like around like 2019, where it was
The suit era?
well, no, it was a mixture. It was a mixture of like like the suit and like streetwear era. Like I've always been inspired by like Japanese streetwear, but I will say like 2019 beginning or whatever, it was very like more slim side like suit era. But like 2019, 2020 was like when I was also doing a lot more like streetwear stuff.
I think you had a little bit more of like a 90s look too during that time, because that was when you would like do the turtlenecks and the denim on denim, and it was like, I don't know, it was kind of cool.
Yeah, but I was also smaller, like way smaller.
Word.
So the thing is like I can wear stuff now and I can still experiment and stuff, but a lot of things I had or wanted to wear looked a lot better when I was a better physique, you know. But yeah.
There's this trend on social media platforms that's like, is it a fit or are they just skinny? I feel like you should do that.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen that, and a lot of the times too, like your body is your greatest like asset to an outfit. Like if you have a nice physique or a decent like frame and everything, that'll just help you build your outfit even more and like be open to wearing a lot of different things. I think anybody can wear anything. It's just how confidently you wear it, and then also like how strategically you pair it with something else. So I can still wear like a lot of things I wanted to in like 2019. I just have to be strategic, a little bit more strategic now, because I don't have the same frame. So
I was just like you talking about it, like being strategic and all. I was just talking to my friends. I really hate having to think of what to wear. So like all of that you were saying overwhelmed me.
Well, I mean, you don't always have to think about it. Like if you have a good couple of staple pieces, they'll always just look good on you, you know?
I don't like to wear things twice.
There's some contradiction here. If you don't like to wear things twice, you definitely have to strategize.
I'm lying. I think I wear the same sweatpants every single day.
I'm better now. I used to not like to wear a lot of things multiple times, unless it was like a basic tee or something. And it would take me forever just to like wear or open something I just got. It would take me like months to like open a pair of shoes. You're
still kind of like that.
I'm better now though.
Yeah.
Like I'll wear stuff as soon as I buy it.
I
Sometimes.
think that's the best way to do it, because I feel like I'll buy something thinking I'm going to wear it to something, and that event doesn't happen or whatever, and then it stays in my closet, and I'm wearing the same pieces over and over again, and I forget that I have other pieces, and I'm just wearing it over, and I'm like, oh, where'd this come from? Like when I'm purging, I'm like, oh, I have this. But that's what I mean. I just don't like to think of what to wear, so I just wear the same thing over and over.
That's good.
That's great that you love to strategically think.
Sometimes.
Great. Would you ever want to live anywhere other than New York?
Oh yeah, I would definitely move to Japan, even though I've never been there.
Japan.
Because I was gonna say LA at first, but then I already said So I would say those are the two, like in like the top of my mind. Like I would definitely move to LA for a little, just experience it, because we've been there multiple times, and I kind of like it as a visitor. And then just Japan, just because the culture seems cool. Really into their culture, their fashion, the food, and a lot of my friends that have been there, like nobody's ever said, oh, it was terrible, or I could have gone somewhere else. Like everybody's like raved about it. Right?
Would you like live there permanently?
I don't know, because like I have never visited Japan.
Either of them, I'm saying.
If it were, probably like LA. But I know also people who've moved to Japan, or like I've heard people move to Japan, and they're like, yeah, I don't have to move back to New York, or I could live here, you know? So I don't know, because like as of right now, like I would like to move to Long Island. Like Long Island's cool, just based off what I experienced. Because like Ate lives here and whatever. And when I have a family, like I think the schooling system where at least you're in is really nice, and we still have accessibility to go into New York City, quote unquote. You know what I'm saying? But then also there's just more space, so you kind of get like the pros of both sides, right? Like you get some space for your kids and your family to like kind of move around, but then you also have accessibility into the packed city. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's my answer.
Speaking of accessibility into the city, if you plan to live on Long Island, what is the best meal you've ever had, or top 3? And the reason I say that is because maybe most of it is in the city.
Top 3 or best meal I've ever had? That's so hard.
No, what is the best meal you've ever had?
Oh.
Or top 3?
I think that's so hard, because like we eat a lot. And the thing is, like, we like to eat quality, sometimes both quality and quantity. You know what I'm saying? That's really tough. I think though a lot of the like top things we've eaten were probably in the city. That's because that's where like everything is, and that's where everything is hyped up. I mean, for sure, the best steak I've had was probably in the city. You know what I mean? There's not too many steak places that are.
I thought it was
outside of the city.
Gibson's.
Well, oh wait, this is all time, everywhere.
Yes.
Okay, no, Gibson's for sure is 100% the best steak I've ever had in Chicago. But see, like if you're living in Chicago,
Best
that's also
meal
the city.
Yeah, but best meal you've ever had. So would you say Gibson's was like by far, like whoa? And is it because it was unexpected that you were just like whoa?
No, it was pretty good.
It was, right? Yeah.
It's tough because like the best meal. Like the thing is, if you're gonna say best meal, probably like a Michelin star restaurant that did like a course tasting. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Because it gives you everything. Versus like Gibson's, you're just coming there for steak and whatever sides, right?
Yep.
Like I've been to. I don't know. Like I've been to, this place was Michelin rated or Michelin starred before, 15 East at Tocqueville. Like it was I think that's what it's called. But like I think it was like French Asian fusion or something. And you get 10-course meal. That was pretty good. I don't know. That's kind of a tough question. It's hard to like do like the favorites question.
I know.
But especially like top meal, because
you feel like you've experienced so many like really good meals. There isn't like just one that really sticks out.
Is there something I'm forgetting or not mentioning that maybe I've been like, because I usually eat with you guys, so it's like, maybe it's like something I've been like, oh, this is like the best thing I've ever had.
I feel like there's like a handful of them for you. I don't think there's just even me, I don't even think for you, right? Like I feel like there's just so many good eats that you can't really just narrow it down to one or three things.
I don't know. That's a really hard
Yeah.
question.
Yeah, that's tough because we just go like especially when we go on vacation.
Oh
like,
my god, it's over.
we
Like
try
all
to,
the
like,
food in
get
Hawaii,
everything,
all
yeah.
the food in LA, all the food literally anywhere. It's so good.
Yeah, it's tough. That's hard. I'm trying to think, but I'm like blank right now.
Great.
Yeah.
No worries.
Yeah, then now it's going to make you think again because it's going to be drop your favorite Pokemon card.
That's the question.
Yes.
Yeah.
My favorite Pokemon card. Oh, that's so tough.
Now, how is that one tough?
I don't know. Well, I'd probably say like I got one of the first cards when I started collecting. I got was this Pikachu. It's not really worth much, but it's like one of my favorites because it was the first like hit, quote unquote hit that I got when I started collecting like the past couple months. I'll say right now though, my favorite card is probably like one of the gold Pikachus I have, or I really like the Snorlax that like Gabby gave it to me for Valentine's Day. So it was like a really like, you know, one of the old OG Pokemon.
How did she know where to get it and how to get it and get it for you?
It was hers. And then she gave it to me.
That is so
Kind.
sweet
So
and thoughtful.
that's definitely up there in one of my favorites.
That was nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
How did she know it was like something meaningful in
Well, she knows that Snorlax is like one of my favorite Pokemons because I have the tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
But then, you know, she's, you know, just because I've told her too.
So she just had it, like she collected it. She had a
From-
bunch of cards.
From back in the day.
Yeah,
when we
that's
were
what I'm
kids,
saying.
yeah.
Yeah. So she still had it, and she got it, and she gave it to you.
Mm-hmm.
She had it in New York with her? Or she
I
got it from
think-
home?
I don't remember if she already had it with her, because she has like a bunch of cards with her now, or I don't know if she got it sent over.
That's very
That's
kind.
crazy.
That's very nice. To even know that, like, for her to even remember, let's say it was at home, to say like, "Oh, mom, dad, like, give me the Snorlax," right? Like, that's really even. I don't even know if I know what cards I have. They're not mine. They're my children's.
Facts.
That's very nice.
Word.
Okay, brownie points.
I was like, is that my new nickname?
LOL. It's hot in here. I'm sweating.
Okay, brownie point. Do you still have aspirations of opening a food truck or anything related to a different career path in relation to food or other?
That's a little tough. Like I definitely have aspirations for like my own business. I don't know if it would be like super dedicated in food per se, but I would like to incorporate that somehow. So like, let's say if I open a business, it would have some kind of like annex or like some kind of something to showcase food or showcase somebody else's like talent or food. You know what I mean? I think a food truck is cool. I just don't know. At this point in my life, like in this moment, I'm not 100% sure if that's what my aspiration is. Food truck specifically. But I would like to incorporate food or something in a business that I own. You know, if it's like a brick and mortar kind of business, I would have like an annex, kind of like, you know, if some places have cafes, something like that.
Happy Belly Cafe.
Yeah.
Stop. That's so cute.
Yeah. Something like that.
Happy Belly by SC. Plug.
True.
Cafe.
True.
Great.
Thanks.
Do you know how to ride a bike?
Yeah. I
Do you?
terribly.
Really?
Do you really know how to ride a bike?
So I do, but I'm not good at it.
Okay, but wait. Okay. Help me understand that. So you get on the
So-
bike and can you ride it around the block? What do you mean?
Yes, but
Okay.
it's like I have no control.
What do you
like,
mean? So are
mean?
you like this? Like wobbly?
Yeah, if you're not watching the video, she was like shaking the handlebars imaginarily. She's doing it again.
So like you don't have the
You can't ride straight.
balance?
No, I after I start going, yes, I can ride straight, but I can't control. So if you're in front of me, I cannot get out the way.
You need to move out of
Yeah,
whoever that
like
that
they
person needs to get out of the way.
And then, so I learned when I was young. I learned how to ride a bike, but then, like, we went to a family trip in Virginia once, and you know, one of the cousins had like a mini motorcycle, but I was a big ass kid. So
Virginia?
was it Virginia?
You said that?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I think I'm pretty sure it was
Oh my
Virginia.
God, I remember this.
Yeah, I was, and
Where
you know,
was I?
they were letting.
Is it Virginia Beach?
No, it was Virginia at,
It was at Queen Mervin's.
yeah.
Oh, I was not there. Okay,
Yeah,
go ahead.
but
God.
he had a mini motorcycle, and he was bringing the kids on, like, oh yeah, we can ride it, whatever. But because I was a big ass kid, I'm not riding with nobody. I had to ride it by myself. I didn't know what to do, and because I panicked, I like revved it more, and for some reason, I don't know how it happened. I flew in front of the motorcycle, scraped my leg. The motorcycle ran over my big toe, and I have like an X scar on it right
Oh
now.
my God, I will never forget this.
But then after that, I was like traumatized from ever riding a bike.
I know.
So me, Chriselle, and Chris rode the city bike like 3 years ago or something. And I was like, yeah, guys, we can only do this for a block. I obviously don't know how to ride this. So that's the last time I ever
Thank
touched
God
a bike.
I wasn't there. I would have been so heartbroken to see that.
No, literally, he was like bleeding.
I feel so sad.
I remember passing the bathroom in the house, and he was like cleaning up, and he was like bleeding. And I was like, oh my God.
I know. It's like
I was
when I
like,
see little
my
baby
brother.
pictures of Sean, I'm like, oh my God.
Oh my God,
little
every time I see
brother.
it too. Oh my God, I could cry.
I love it.
You
So,
know me.
It's okay.
I could cry.
What's the next question?
Sean-Claude, so cutie baby.
He was so fat.
I didn't say that. I said he was so cute, and you said he's so fat.
He was so fat. It was so cute. Like, I love a little fat kid.
Is that all the questions?
No.
Are you signed up for the draft?
Like the army draft?
Yeah.
Army? I thought it was the
Military.
NBA.
NBA draft? Why would he?
I thought they meant the
You
NBA
think you can
draft.
just sign up for
No,
the
I thought it was a sarcastic question. Why would anyone ask you if you're signed up for the draft?
Yeah, that's kind of a weird question. Not gonna lie. But
Like, do you mean when they're like in high school and all the boys need to fill out the selective service? Because that's not a choice. You have to sign up
No, yeah,
for that.
I'm-
Right. So
I
are you
mean,
signed up for the draft?
I'm pretty sure I am.
Of course.
I think I got a letter one time, but I don't know what it was. Like, I ignored it.
Yeah, the army used to call us all the time. You have to, as an 18-year-old boy in high school, they literally pass
Is it
out
the
a
army or is
postcard.
it the military?
I don't know. What's selective service? Military?
I don't know.
Military is like general.
I know
like
that.
You can go into any
I
of
know
it.
that. But I mean, like, oh no. Selective service, I know it's a card that's given out to young men in their senior year, and you have to sign up for it. Like, no choice. We don't know that because we're obviously women.
Well,
I didn't know about it until
Obviously.
you,
yeah,
Fred.
if it's
and Eric.
for the person that asked, if it's like the draft where because there is one where you have the option to sign up for it, right? I definitely did not. I'm not opting into that because there is that, I think, where like they'll call the people who opted into the draft first, and then they'll call the people that's just already automatically signed up.
Yeah.
But I did not do the opt-in one.
Yeah.
I'm opting out. Yes.
Yeah. I think this one came out of a conversation with I think my coworkers. We were just talking. I don't remember what it was about. But I think they just ended up talking about the draft, and I was like, my brother would not survive in war. I was like, there's no way.
You have to, like, I think the selective service is the military. Like, it's,
Yeah.
if we were to go into war, you have to. It's like your duty and honor as an American, right? So all men ages, I think it's either 17 or 18, you have to have that filled out. And you get penalized if you don't fill that out as a man. Kind of sucks.
Yeah. And then they were just saying like, no, he has to be.
Yeah.
Because like it's
Yeah.
a thing.
Yeah, I'm
It is a
probably signed up for the mandatory one.
Yeah, the
I'm
mandatory
definitely not
one.
signed up for the optional one.
Yeah. It's the mandatory one.
Yes.
I hope you
there's
have
so
your
many-
number.
There's so many things that keep you from like serving though. Like I think you can't serve if you have like mental illness or like oh my god, I'm trying to think of what it is, but there's like a lot of things.
Interesting.
Yeah. Like I don't know. A physical illness. Or
Yeah.
to write this.
I have physical illnesses. Herniated discs.
Word. Water in your knees.
Facts.
Great.
Nice.
Good.
What was your biggest life lesson or heartbreak in life?
My biggest life lesson or heartbreak in life.
Mm-hmm.
That's so hard. I don't. It's like those. Like I can't think of one.
Great.
Like right away, right? Like I have to like really think about it. What's the biggest life lesson? I don't know. I think just like the biggest life lesson in general, I think not everybody, like a good majority of people will have is just like life's too short, just based on like life experiences that we all gone through. Like that's the biggest thing. Like I think that's a recurring thing that I like that comes up to my mind, more than most. So I will say that's my answer.
The moment is now.
Yes. Do you approve of that, Jerry?
Nah, lackluster.
I don't know. Like there's no like.
I want the crippling pain.
There's nothing big that comes to my mind.
She wants pain and hurt and all. I accept your answer, Sean-Claude.
Good thing she's not the jury.
I accept that. I believe in that too. Life is too short.
I never said I don't believe in that. I said I don't accept.
She doesn't accept the answer.
I need you to dig a little bit deeper.
Like what?
Dig a little deeper. I do want you to dig a little deeper.
What do you mean? I'm so confused. Like what?
I don't know, man.
Let me know.
But now I'm tired.
Okay.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Are we going to the next question or want him to dig deeper?
Is he going to dig deeper?
I don't know how you want me to dig deeper than on that.
Like, what do you feel is a life lesson for you? Like, was there anything in your life that was like a turning point for you?
And like, what made you feel that way? Like that was the life lesson?
Can we... Is there more questions? Because if there is, let's do that while I think.
Okay, great. That's
and then if I
great.
can't think of anything,
All right, so
then that sucks.
we're going to circle back to that.
Okay.
And yeah. Am I asking the next one? You want to ask?
Yeah, go ahead.
Who gave you the name Claudine, and what does it mean?
Well,
I wish I knew.
it was Kuya Fred, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know why.
You don't know why? No. So get this. I didn't know why either. And I just found out because he was like, ask him this question, right? So you said Kuya Fred, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know why he named you Claudine?
No.
It was when you bought your Celine crossbody.
Oh my God.
And said, okay, Sean-Claude, you're now Claudine.
Oh, I did not know that.
I did not know
I
that.
did not know that. It's Celine, Claude and Celine.
I thought he was just like, you're gay.
Well, no, that's part of it. That is part of it. So he was like, babe, it's a fact. Sean is gay. I go, babe, Harry Styles dresses like that. It's a very metrosexual thing.
So
That
gay.
is Sean. He goes, pearls? I'm like, yes, that's so Harry Styles. And then he was like, now, you know what? Now he's Claudine. And apparently, I guess when you posted a picture of you wearing it, that's where it came from, like Claudine. Now, do you know why he calls you Cloudy instead of Claudine?
Yeah, you think you told me.
Why?
Explain it again. I don't remember.
I don't know. I literally just found out why. It pivoted from Claudine to Cloudy.
So did you find out why?
I did find out why.
Okay, so you do know.
I do know.
So what is the answer?
So he switched over from Claudine. No, because you said you know. So I thought you knew.
No, but you know it more.
You didn't
in detail.
know.
I literally I didn't know before. I literally just found this out like a day or two ago.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Okay,
Go.
so I thought you guys had these conversations.
didn't.
So it switched from Claudine to Cloudy when you got a girlfriend.
Oh.
It switched a little bit before that, though.
He saw that he was already talking to someone.
Oh.
Interesting.
So he was like, okay, no more Claudine. He's Cloudy.
Interesting. Yeah, I think that's interesting.
Very interesting.
Yes. Yes.
What's your favorite Tagalog song?
My favorite.
Why is that funny?
I don't know. It's such a weird question. My favorite Tagalog song. Probably. La 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 la. I don't know. Habang May Buhay.
Is that a duet?
That's a good one. No, it's not.
I feel like there's one that's a duet that you really like.
Bakit na yun ka lang? That's a good one too.
Can you translate the title of both of those for our...
Habang may buhay is like as long as there's life.
As long as I live.
Yeah.
As long as there's life. As long as I
Yeah.
live. Uh-huh.
Like so they're not always like direct translations, but it's like that idea. And then bakit na yun ka lang is like why you just now basically.
Why now? Why you just now? Yeah.
But like
Why you now?
yeah. Like it's like they're all like romance, like love songs. So
Can you
most
give us a little
Filipino
tune?
ones are. No.
I was just gonna say, can you sing it for
I'm
us?
like, can you just
No.
sing the title in
I'm
the way
sorry.
it's supposed to be?
Nah, I can't actually.
Why not?
I'm tired.
The next 6 minutes will now be my brother singing those two songs in Tagalog.
Nah, it's good. Yeah, those are good songs. Check them out. Check it out.
Okay. This is specifically from Owen. Owen is our cousin
From daddy's
from
side.
our dad's side.
Yeah.
He asks, how old is he? Like 17?
No, he's 21 now.
What?
Oh, wait, no, I think he just turned 22. No, he just turned 21. He just turned 21.
Okay, he says, would I cook you in a 1v1?
You're pretty good, but
Does he play basketball?
he does. He's pretty good actually. 1v1? Nah. I think it'll be close.
Ooh, I want to see this.
Yeah, I
1v1.
wanna see that
I
too.
want to see this.
Nah,
1v1.
I'm just kidding. He'll cook me.
Okay, we're gonna have them play 1v1 and then we'll post highlights on the Instagram.
I want to see 1v1.
Nah, he's kind of good. He's like a good isolation player, I guess. I'm more of a team player, so.
Well, what do you play and what does he play?
You talking about position?
Well, like it depends what team I'm with, because like I'm big,
Right.
but then I
So
also
does that mean you play a
can
power
pass the
forward or a
ball.
center?
It depends. If I'm with Filipinos, usually I'm like the power forward or center because I'm
That's
tall.
crazy.
But like in open
Are
stuff,
you like the point?
I'll play like the guard.
That's what I figure. Yeah.
Point or shooting?
Point or shooting. No,
Oh.
I'll flex. Depends. I'll go from the 1 to 3 depending on who the team is. And also what like competition it is. So
And what does he play?
usually like the 2.
Mm-hmm.
He's more like scorer.
Yeah.
So
Great. That was
Yeah.
actually the last question.
wonderful.
So,
But we have
circling
to go
back.
Yeah, circling
Oh.
back.
I wasn't thinking.
Well, it looks like we have to take a moment now for you to think.
But-
Do.
I don't know.
That doesn't help with the thinking. You know, let me do that. It makes me like wonder.
Well, good thing you're not thinking.
But does it bother
Dude,
you?
No, it's hard to
We're
think of
killing
like
time for him.
it's hard to think of like big questions like that, like on the spot. Like I can't choose one thing or whatever.
It doesn't have to be one thing.
No, but like I don't know what was like a turning point or like life's lesson.
What made you believe what you said?
that life's too short?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we've had all like the deaths
You're
that
like,
we've
people
all
just be
experienced.
dying.
Yeah, like I think because we have like also like a big family and everything, we've experienced like a lot of deaths and like also in a span of like less than 5-6 years. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I think, and I think it all happened too when we were young, starting young, like high school to college, right? So I think that's really what it was. That's also why I say like, oh, life's too short not to talk, right? Just because, yeah, that.
Yeah.
Slay.
I absolutely believe life's too short to talk. To not talk.
Yeah, life's too short to talk for sure.
Life's so short to talk. Like literally stay away.
You know, there
from
was
me.
something I saw on Instagram where a husband and wife, Japanese husband and wife, the husband did not talk to her for like 60 years or 50 years.
No way.
Yes.
What do you
They
mean?
were in a relationship, husband and wife. She did something where he got butthurt and he literally gave her the silent treatment for 50 years of their marriage. So when they were raising kids, the children never heard their father speak to their mother and gave her the silent treatment. And then I guess one of the sons put it like up on social media to get viral and recorded a video, and they were in a park, and it was the first time they're old, okay? The husband and wife are like maybe 70s now, but basically it was the first time the husband spoke to the wife.
You're
That's
telling
crazy.
me that they were not speaking.
Yes.
But they were having kids.
Correct.
That's so weird.
Correct. Isn't that the weirdest thing?
Why didn't they just
ever?
separate? Oh, because like they probably don't believe in like divorce and stuff. So
I don't understand that mentality.
that's
It
just
really
weird. Like, yeah.
That actually kind of makes me nauseous.
Ugh.
I'm like thinking about it right now.
I can't. Like, how are you in a relationship like that? But that's just to circle back. It's like life is too short. Why would you waste your time like that?
Why would you talk?
Facts.
Okay, now that we are done with all your questions, the last thing we have to do is get your current obsession.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And don't say Pokemon.
No, it's not. I've actually waned off buying Pokemon cards. Because like also the market's crazy right now.
You're like, but you know what I have been buying?
What? I haven't really been
Pins.
buying anything.
I know.
Oh.
Disney pins.
Well, no. Like when you go to Disney, you have to get the pins because
No, you
only-
don't.
You have to.
Well,
I
you
did
don't
not
have
get
to.
any
Mandatory, or
pin.
you get 4
No.
ounces,
You don't have to,
4
but
floggings.
one, because I guess I like collectibles, right? Like, or limited things, right? Because you can only get those pins in Disney or like specific collections.
Okay, so what's
You
your
know.
current obsession?
Let's just say pins, collectibles.
No, what is it for real?
Or do you not have one?
No, I've just been, because I bought so much stuff at Disney, I have to chill out.
He's just been playing with them.
I've never opened them actually. Well, I haven't taken them out yet. But no, I mean, I just been back to my regular life, work, basketball.
Basically, Sean's answer is he doesn't have a current obsession because when he does, it costs him a lot
Oh
of
yeah,
money.
100%. If I have an obsession, it costs me a lot of money. True. Factual. Yes?
So nothing.
I think.
Oh, I know.
They
I've been obsessed with guacamole. Like
different kinds.
I just want to get guacamole all the time.
Trying it at different places.
Yes.
Interesting.
I've had guacamole like twice in the past 3 days.
Interesting.
And I wanted it more at night after I had it in the daytime. Yep, that's my obsession. I want some right
Beautiful.
now, actually.
Oh God.
Yep.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Guess that rounds out our episode of Sean's Ask Me Anything.
Thank you for watching
And listening.
Wee. Do it.
I hated that.
Do it.
Do what?
Wow.
What is that from?
Mario.
It's like when
I know when he
falling.
falls. When he falls.
Yep. Thanks.
Do 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 do.
Do do.
Peace out, Girl Scout.